Neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
He'd see us right.
Oh, he did he? What exactly does that mean?
I told you wouldn't like it. You don't have to take it out on me.
Oh, Charlene, I'm sorry. But you don't seem to understand. If Tom sells this house, we'll both be homeless.
Uncle Tom can't do that to us, can he, Mum?
The deeds were transferred to him. I've got no say in it.
Didn't think Moira would want him moving in on them.
Well, apparently everything's forgiven and forgotten. No wonder he hasn't been in touch. Didn't want us to know what he was up to.
We'll be okay, Mum. You've got your job and I can help.
You've got exams to pass, young lady.
I can still look around for something. An apprenticeship, maybe.
You can think about that after you've done your HSC. But I do appreciate the thought, love.
Anyway, we're not broke. You've still got your share of the money from the ring.
Oh, $5,000 isn't exactly a fortune. That won't keep us for long. There we are.
Well, maybe Dad's back on his feet. He'd help us if we knew where to contact him.
I doubt if Fred will come to the rescue. Oh, men, they're all the same. You turn your back and they'll pinch the milk out of your tea.
Oh, g'day. Oh, what's for dinner? I'm starving.
Hey, don't you dare. The way things are going, you'd be lucky to get fed at all.
What did I say?
You're not serious about this.
Oh, it's a business proposition, Dad, and a good one.
We're talking about a family home and the people in it.
What's the letter about?
Oh, it's quite simple, darling. One of Paul's companies wants to buy all the houses in Ramsay Street.
Why?
So they can knock them all down and make a lot of money.
Gran, you might explain it properly.
Well, that's basically what it's about, isn't it?
Surely you wouldn't sell, Jim. It's not easy starting again. I know how hard it was for me to make the break and come here.
I'm not asking them to shift to another country.
You won't let them knock down our house, will you, Dad? I love it here.
I know you do, sweetheart. And I'm shocked to find how little it means to your brother.
Oh, now, hang on. You told me you thought the idea of a supermarket was good. In fact, you said it'd be good for Erinsborough.
We weren't talking about bulldozing houses, throwing families out of their homes. We hadn't mentioned Ramsay Street.
You are being offered an extremely good deal here. You've got to admit that.
Money can't buy the sort of memories we have for this home.
Have you given any thought to Scott or Lucy? The effect this will have on them?
I don't want to go, Dad. I want to stay.
I know you do, sweetheart. Well, it's not just us you're talking about. You're going to have to convince the whole of Ramsay Street.
Yeah. If they have an ounce of common sense, they'll know they'll never get a better deal and they'll sell.
If we cover the mortgage, that means us saving and interest 1.2.
Des, you can't make this kind of decision on paper.
Just being practical, Daph.
But this is our home we're talking about, not just a load of bricks and mortar.
I think something's burning.
Des, you proposed to me in this house. It's where we first met, where we fell in love. Does that mean anything to you?
Of course it does, but I'm just thinking of our future, and right now that comes down to facts and figures.
You're wearing your bank manager's face again.
Look, sit down. I'll explain it to you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, Paul's company is offering us a very good deal. In fact, it's more than generous. You wouldn't get that on the open market.
Well, that makes me suspicious for a start.
You gonna let me finish?
Go on.
Now, the interest rate on mortgages keeps going up. Right? Now, if we sell, pay off the mortgage.
We have to buy another place.
Yes, and at the moment it's a buyer's market. We get a good deal.
And another mortgage.
No. The way I figure it is, we could buy another one without taking out another mortgage.
Oh, Des, I don't want to see us end up in some crummy unit in a bad area. I want a home, a garden, a place to bring up a family.
So do I, and going by these figures, that's exactly what we could have.
I've been on the move all my life till I came here. This is the first home I've really known. Now, I don't just mean the house. Ramsay Street's come to mean a lot to me. We've got good friends and good neighbours, and I like that. And I want it for our kids.
So do I, but we'll make new friends in a new area.
No, it won't be the same.
Look, Daph, I'm just going to have to make a decision for us both.
Oh, now, hang on a minute. This is supposed to be a partnership.
Yeah, it is. But I'm the bank manager. I do know about finance.
Well, I think it's about time we started thinking about other people and not just ourselves. We have a lot of good friends in this street, and not all of them own the houses they're living in. Now, if this scheme goes through, some of them are going to be chucked out with nowhere to go and precious little cash to bail them out.
Doctor, I had to see you.
Well, take a seat. There's no more problems with the chilblains, I hope.
Oh, no. That cream you recommended worked wonders.
Right.
Do you know what this is?
Shocking business, isn't it?
I couldn't believe it when I read it.
Better believe it. Clive and I have already got our matching orders.
I'd heard Paul Robinson had bought this place. He certainly moves fast.
Word soon gets around, doesn't it?
I wonder how much he paid for it. I mean, it would be quite interesting to know.
I wouldn't have a clue. I'm only the tenant, and I won't be that for much longer.
I suppose you don't know which way to turn.
I've read my David Copperfield, Mrs. Mangle. Something will, in short, turn up.
Oh, I expect a housing commission flat would be your best bet, if you can get one.
Well, I need to stay in this area because of my job.
Still, under the circumstances, not everyone would be willing to rent to it. Well, you do have a baby.
Not everyone has that kind of attitude towards unmarried mothers, fortunately.
Mrs. Mangle, have you spoken to Paul yet?
No, but when I do, I shall tell him I've absolutely no intention of accepting this ridiculous offer.
Oh, good for you. Now, if we can just get the rest of Ramsay Street to back us up, we can organise some sort of official protest. Stop this development before it gets off the ground.
I didn't say I wouldn't sell. I'm simply going to demand a much better price.
Mum, it's for you. It's Ray Murphy.
Oh, heavens, I'd forgotten all about him.
Hurry up, don't let him get away.
Shh. Oh, hello, Ray. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. Something's come up. No, not tonight, really. I just don't feel up to it. Well, I'm afraid it's rather complicated. I tell you what, I'll explain it all to you later. All right. Good night, Ray.
Ooh.
Well, come on, don't keep us in suspense. Tell us about the new man in your life.
I thought you'd gone off, blokes.
Just a customer from the water.
Oh, did he ring you up to say you'd shortchanged him?
He asked me out tonight and I forgot.
Well, you could still meet him for a drink or something.
No, I couldn't. Not the way I feel.
Well, all the more reason to go. It'll cheer you up. Besides, right now you should be thinking about yourself. Maybe meeting someone new.
Yeah, she's right, Auntie Madge. As long as this Ray bloke's not another Fred.
Or Max.
Tom.
I still say the real rat's Paul. He's the one who talked Tom into selling. Doesn't care less about any of us. I thought he was your mate.
So did I. I might just go next door and see him. There's a few things I'd like to sort out.
Did you have to stir him up? He'd probably make things worse now.
How could he? Anyway, Paul's asking for it. Hope Shane really gets stuck into him.
Is one supermarket worth disrupting a whole street of families?
If it means jobs and progress for Erinsborough, yes.
I don't find that argument very
Oh,
convincing.
you're still being melodramatic about this, Gran. I'm not throwing anyone out on the street. In fact, I'm not obliged to find new accommodation for them, but that's exactly what I intend to do.
Well,
Dad, if you sell, I'll have to leave my school and my friends.
Lucy, look, you'll find new friends and maybe even like your new school better.
I won't. I'll hate it, and I hate you for making us go away.
I'll go home.
Jim, Helen.
Shane?
I just wanted to say thanks a lot, mate, for selling Auntie Madge, Charlene and me up the river.
What are you talking about?
Tom's decided to stay in Queensland, so he's going to sell the house.
You mean you talked him into it?
The company made him an offer and he's accepted.
He wouldn't have had a clue what was going on until you got to him.
Oh? He'd already made up his mind to stay with his daughter.
Oh, that's great for Auntie Madge and Charlene, isn't it? And me. When are you going to chuck us all out in the street?
Look, everyone's getting fair warning. It's company policy.
What happened to good old-fashioned friendship?
Yeah, how about that, mate?
Look, nothing's going to happen for at least a month. Now, I imagine even you can find somewhere to live in that time.
Now we all know where we stand, don't we?
Good. Because that deal is going ahead, whether you or the rest of Ramsay Street like it or not.
No, Shane, that's not the way, Shane. It's not the way, mate.
Shane Ramsay used to be your best friend.
It's not the first blue we've had.
Greenacres. Pets allowed, no children. How about that? Oh, well, we wouldn't live there anyway. Nothing but the best for you, Sammy boy.
Are you reading Sam the finance section? I don't think he's quite up to that yet.
No, Sam and I house hunting.
Clive, you've been very sweet about this business, and please, don't misunderstand me. But I think it's about time I started standing on my own 2 feet.
Oh, now, come on. You've only been working 5 minutes. Where are you going to come up with a deposit, let alone the kind of money you'll need for rent?
Maybe Mrs. Mangle was right.
Who needs a housing commission when they've got Clive Gibbons on site?
It's been okay with the people in Ramsay Street, but, well, if we share a house somewhere else, people might talk. I've had enough of that to last me a lifetime.
Who cares what other people think? We just want to do what's best for Sam.
I know, but it's not that simple. Funny, isn't it? No one ever talks about the guy. It's always the girl who's to blame, the one who's living in sin, whether she's paying away or not. Makes me so angry.
That is why I'm going to stick with you. You've had more than your share of being kicked around, and it is not going to happen again to you or Sam. Is it, mate? Hey? Going to happen again? Look at that.
Come on, Mike. God, you've come out of there looking like a prune.
Takes almost as long as you.
And I'll be late for work.
You're going to have to get up a lot earlier if we move away from here.
Let's not start that again, Dad.
Well, Mike, he's going to be really upset. What's going to happen to him?
Well, he'll go along with us.
And what about his school? He's sitting his HSC, you know.
Well, it's happened to other students. He'll be okay.
Poor kid. Finally felt he had a home.
He will.
With us.
Been pushed around all his life. He's going to hate leaving Erinsborough.
Are we talking about Mike or Daphne?
He's got all his friends here and... Oh, Des. Please don't make a decision in a hurry.
I won't.
Thanks.
But let's not fight about it, eh? I'll weigh it all up carefully, I promise. Then I'll let you know what I think's best for us to do.
Where's Helen?
Helping Lucy get ready.
Poor little thing. She was really upset last night.
It's very upsetting for all of you. What are you going to do, Jim?
Well, I won't be making any rash decisions, that's for sure. This place means so much to me. So many years. So many memories. You don't realise how much you put into a place until you stand to lose it.
Your home and your family mean everything to you, don't they?
Well, I've always been here for me, no matter what happened.
I hated leaving my home in England.
Look, I don't want you to worry. Whatever happens, there'll always be a roof over your head.
Oh, Jim, I wasn't thinking of myself. I'm just worried at the thought of all of you being faced with this awful upheaval.
Good morning.
Morning, Paul.
Sleep well? Or did your guilty conscience get the better of you?
Nothing to feel guilty about. Have you made any decisions?
I only got the ultimatum last night. Of course I haven't made any decisions.
Dad, you always said to us when we were young that putting things off was a waste of time and energy.
That was when we talked the same language.
You've got to make a decision sooner or later. Why keep putting it off?
Back off, Paul.
Hurry it up, Scott.
Helen? Helen, this is your place. You have a right to have a say.
Well, you know how I feel. Very sad to leave here, but it's your home, it's your decision.
Daddy, don't sell.
All right, Paul. You want a decision? You can have one. We won't be selling.
Thank you. See you tonight.
See ya.
Morning, Des. Daphne.
G'day, mate.
You're looking very pleased with yourself.
Why not? Business is booming.
I was surprised. Most people back away from a pushy salesman.
Daphne, Des realises that this is just a straightforward business deal, and a damn good one.
Especially for you. See you later.
See ya.
I take it the lady said no.
Daphne likes living here. So do I.
Yeah, but you're too smart not to know that this is a once-in-a-lifetime offer.
Yeah, well, the company is offering a good deal.
And as a businessman, you know it's too good to refuse.
Daphne is a businesswoman. case you forgot.
I hadn't. For God's sake, Des. This is for you to decide.
A good marriage is a partnership, and that's what we've got. We talk things over.
So what's the score?
I need more time.
Des, not too long. The deal's only good for 7 days. And if we get enough takers, we might be able to build all the access roads we need without even buying your place. It'll be pretty isolated, aren't you?
Yes, I see. But if you do have a cancellation, do you think you could fit Lucy in, please? Well, the tooth hasn't started to worry her yet, but I don't like to leave it for too long. Thanks very much. Bye. How about a cup of coffee?
I'd love a cup.
I know how depressed you must feel. Getting settled, then this wretched development thing coming up.
It's all too good to be true. A good job, a decent home for Sam, a babysitter he just adores. And, of course, Clive's wonderful with him. It's all working out so well.
What will you do?
Clive wants us to stick together and find another place. I'm not so sure that's such a good idea.
But if he's so good with Sam, and you do like him, don't you?
He's probably the nicest, kindest man I've ever met.
So what's the problem?
Well, no one thinks anything of us living together. In Ramsay Street, I mean. But if we were to move somewhere new, we'd be cut off. And I'd be totally dependent on Clive for friendship. And I don't think that's such a good idea.
You could do worse, you know.
Helen, I'm not ready for a relationship. I haven't got myself sorted out. Not by a long way.
Well, don't be too hasty. Clive can be a very good friend when the going gets rough.
I know.
Oh.
I don't think you realise just how much I've spent improving the place.
Oh, look, that's hardly relevant when the place is going to be bulldozed.
My house is worth a lot more than you're offering. And I don't doubt the other houses in Ramsay Street are too. What we've got to do is to stick together. If we all demand a higher price, then they'll be forced to pay it.
That's just where you're wrong, Mrs. Mangle. You see, I don't think you're in a position to bargain.
What do you mean?
Well, by all indications, enough people in the street are going to take up on the offer. So it's no skin off my nose if you don't. Look, we simply bulldoze the houses around you, and I doubt very much whether your property is going to be worth a lot standing in the middle of access roads to a supermarket car park.
I had no idea Paul was the new landlord. Up till now, I just paid the money to the agent.
Haven't you got a lease?
I ran out a while ago. Since then, I've been renting on a monthly basis.
I don't know. Makes you wonder who you can trust, doesn't it?
I mean, I suppose you can't blame Paul for trying to make a living, but he's being a bit heavy-handed about it all.
Well, I think it's disgusting. I don't know what Charlene and I are going to do.
I reckon Max and Tom are both giving you a pretty rough deal, Madge.
Yes, but it's Charlene I feel sorry for. She's putting a brave face on it, but it'll break her heart to leave Erinsborough.
It's time for action. Most of the people in Ramsay Street want to stay put.
I don't think anyone really cares what we want.
We can't give in without a fight. We've got to find a way to conquer this menace that threatens to swallow us all.
Clive, I think I'm a bit past fighting. I never seem to win my battles anyway.
Yeah, but if we unite strengths, we can win. Now, I don't think we can count on Mrs. Mangle, but the rest?
Got something in mind, have you?
Always. You with me?
Of course I am. I don't know whether the rest of them will be prepared to take on Paul Robinson.
Now, memo to Peter Smith.
I think it's time I took a break.
Gran, there's nothing you shouldn't hear about. In fact, I think you should know exactly where things stand. Right. The following Ramsay Street properties have been acquired or are under negotiation. Murphy, the deal has been finalised. Harding, the Gibbons lease had expired and the property has been purchased. Tenants advised revacating. Ramsay, verbal agreement with Tom Ramsay, documents being exchanged, and tenants have received their standard 4 weeks' notice. Clarke, under discussion at the moment, though a favourable answer is anticipated. The vendor has been warned that the current offer is for 7 days only, after which time the offer may be retracted.
I imagine Daphne will have something to say about that.
Mangle. The vendor has angled for a higher price, though she is now aware of the alternatives, and I expect to acquire the property without further problems. Robinson. The vendor has refused to sell. Though I'm confident he will realise the futility of holding out. I'll contact you as soon as I have information on the above properties and those under negotiations. Yours, etc., Paul Robinson. You could treat that as urgent, please, Susan.
After hearing that, it's hard to believe that your name's Robinson.
Gran, I can't afford to get personally involved. I'm simply acting on the company and their interests.
And your own.
I'm entitled to make a living.
At any cost to other people, including your own family.
Business is about results, not people.
Well, in that case, you can find someone who shares your opinion to use this desk, because I am vacating it right now.